everybody. Welcome back to Homeschool Help for Parents with Mrs. Andersen. And today we're talking about read-alouds. And for read-alouds, I tend to pick books that are good for my 5-year-old and good for my 8-year-old and good for my 10, almost 11-year-old. So everything I'm recommending to you should be good for all of those ages. Sometimes it might lean a little bit younger, sometimes it might lean a little bit older, but overall, all 3 kids are pretty much engaged. And I am too. I pick a book that is not only engaging for the kids, but for me too. Because if I'm bored and not having fun, they're probably going to get my vibe and not have as much fun with it either and lose attention pretty quickly. So my first recommendation in my little Read Aloud recommendation series is Miss Piggle Wiggle. And this is the Mrs. Piggle Wiggle Treasury. The Treasury has 3 of her books in there. Mrs. Piggle Wiggle is written by Betty McDonald, and it's illustrated by Hilary Knight, and it is darling. All of the Mrs. Piggle Wiggle books center around Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, who is a lady who lives all by herself. She has magical powers, and she lives in a cute little house down the street, and all of the books are filled with troubles that she fixes from families in her town. So it's mostly families that have young children, and these parents don't know what to do about all the young kids' issues. So issues about behavior, issues about habits, issues about talking back, all kinds of funny issues that you and I as parents deal with all the time, and our kids know it. And so the kids just start rolling and laughing when they talk about these issues, the things that all parents struggle with. And then Mrs. Piggle Wiggle comes up with these outlandish, crazy, and magical solutions to all these parenting problems. So the kids love it. I loved it. I think all parents would just kind of get a tickle out of reading all these issues that Mrs. Piggle Wiggle works on with the families in her town. I really think you should try it. Good for kids of all ages. You'll like it too. So check it out. Check it out at your library. The treasury that I have contains all 3 Mrs. Piggle Wiggle books. Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, Hello Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, and Mrs. Piggle Wiggle's Magic. But you can check them out from the library separately as 3 different books as well. There are lots of really cute illustrations in the Piggle Wiggle books. The kids really like to see the pictures. All kids enjoy something to do while they're listening to a read aloud, and so I hope to give you guys some suggestions of what your kids can do while you're reading out loud to them. So I'm going to share the things that my kids love, and I hope that it'll help you guys too. So today's Read-Aloud Helper is the Melissa and Doug reusable sticker pad. This is the fairy version. Of course, there's boy versions too. This is the girl version. The sticker pad comes with these glossy, empty background scenes. And then they give you sheets and sheets of stickers that you can peel off and then put on the backgrounds. So here are all the little pieces of the rooms, the candles and brooms, flowers and a clock, and the fairy. So here's all the stickers. And then you get to put them in the different scenes. And you can peel them off and re-stick them again. It's reusable. So here's all the fun different backgrounds, cute little fairy houses. And they come in all different styles. These are really, really helpful for when you're reading out loud. It gives the kids something to do. They really enjoy it, and then it helps them to listen while they play quietly. Before I say goodbye today, I just want to encourage you to start reading aloud with your kids if you haven't made a habit of it yet. It's so good for the kids to hear good literature coming in through their ear. The higher level vocabulary, the higher level syntax of sentence creation, because they're not going to hear really sophisticated language at school. They're not going to hear really sophisticated language from mom and dad. They're not going to hear sophisticated language from their peers. And so to find good books that have great vocabulary, great syntax, that going in their ear is going to help them to become better readers, better writers, and it's powerful for their love of books and to make a culture of books and loving books in your family. So I encourage you to start that. I'm going to be putting up all different kinds of really fun read aloud book recommendations for you and your families as the weeks and months go by. All right, I think that's it for today. Take care. I'll see you next time.